Avenger stories.
Friends for life. The Avengers were on the scene of a bank robbery by the supervillain called the Absorbing Man, but Captain America and Iron Man were needed for another mission, so Vision, the Avengers' newest member, jumped into action. The Absorbing Man can turn into any substance he touches, such as metal or concrete. And if that isn't bad enough, he also carries a ball and chain for extra clobbering power. With all the excitement around the Avengers showing up, a crowd had begun to form. "What's this, a junior Avenger? I'm insulted," taunted the Absorbing Man. He started to transform into metal as he swung his ball and chain around, preparing to pulverize Vision. "I can't let you hurt any of these people, Absorbing Man." Vision was flying so fast toward the Absorbing Man that the crowd was sure they both would explode when they collided. But Vision had many powers other than flight. Surprising the crowd, the Absorbing Man's blow went right through Vision as if he were a ghost. This was how Vision got his name. He looked like a strange vision when he became intangible. The Absorbing Man was shocked. "What the?" he cried. Now that the villain was off balance and couldn't get out of the Avengers' way, Vision pulled his fist back and...
Kaboom!
The crowd scattered with the power of Vision's punch. In the confusion, a 10-year-old boy named Derek got separated from his parents. He couldn't find them anywhere. After making sure the Absorbing Man wouldn't give the police any more trouble, Vision scanned the area and noticed Derek frantically searching the crowd. Derek was scared already, having lost his parents, but what really scared him was Vision himself. Vision was an android. An android was a robot shaped like a person but made of plastic and metal, and Vision had a bright red face. To make matters worse, Vision didn't always understand human emotions, especially when they weren't based on logic. He was a little confused as to why the boy was still terrified after a supervillain had gone. He finally asked, "May I help you?" But Derek was still afraid, even when Vision offered to help him. "Whatever you are," Derek yelled, "stay away from me!" Sometimes androids had a hard time making friends. Vision saw his reflection in Derek's helmet and realized androids could be scary to humans. "I am called Vision. I am here to help you," he said. "I may look like a robot, but I am still a nice person. What is your name?" Derek was unsure of what he should do. Vision looked so stiff, so much like a machine, that Derek was nervous about talking with him. Derek stuck out his tongue at Vision just to see what the android would do. Vision was confused at first, but then decided to play along. After their short game, Derek felt better about talking with Vision. "I'm Derek," he said. "I've lost my parents, and I want to go home." Vision saw that Derek was nervous about finding his parents. To help take Derek's mind off his worry, Vision asked, "How would you like to see some of the things I can do?" Derek nervously asked, "Like what?" Vision continued to scan the crowd for Derek's parents, but he didn't see them yet. He knew he needed to distract Derek until he found them. "Like this." Vision put his hand over Derek's head, and the ends of the boy's hair jumped toward Vision himself. Derek laughed. "Whoa! How did you do that?" Vision explained. "By moving my electrical currents around, I can create static electricity so that your hair stands up on your head." "How about this?" Vision asked before he walked right through a wall. Derek was afraid for a moment that Vision had left him, but Vision popped out of the wall behind Derek and surprised him. "Gotcha!" "That's so cool," Derek said. "You can play a lot of tricks on people with that power, I bet." "I like to spook Captain America when I get the chance," Vision said. Derek laughed. "You play jokes on Captain America? Oh, on the great Captain America? I can't believe it." "I am stronger than humans, too, but don't worry. I never use my strength against normal people, just the really bad ones," Vision said. "This is so much fun," Derek said. He wished he had Vision's powers. Vision was confused. He asked, "What is fun? How do you get it?" You don't know what fun is?" Derek asked. "Well, I'll show you." Derek strapped on his helmet and jumped on the skateboard to show off his moves. Vision watched Derek and wondered whether he could skateboard too. It turned out that androids were not built to skateboard, but even though Vision wasn't good at skateboarding, he started to feel something he had never felt before. Derek pointed at Vision with glee. "Is that a smile?" asked Derek. "Yes, I think it is." "Oh," Derek. "Yes, I think it is. Vision, you're having fun." Now that Derek was getting to know Vision and had seen him smile, he started to feel safe with the android. Derek taught Vision how to have fun because they were learning from each other. They were becoming friends, and being friends with an Avenger was awesome. You really want to skateboard? Let me show you how I would do it, Vision said with a grin. Sounds like fun, Derek smiled back. Vision flew with Derek riding him like a skateboard. This is how Avengers have fun, Derek. Derek was so excited he yelled out, Woohoo! Derek's parents heard the shout and knew it was their son. They yelled to Derek as they ran across the street toward him and Vision. Vision, alarmed by the yells, thought Derek might be in danger and stood in front of him protectively. But then Vision saw the love on their faces and noticed that they had the same eye and hair colors as Derek. Derek's parents were found. Mom, Dad! Derek yelled. Their family was back together. Vision knew that Derek would no longer want to spend time with him now that he had found his parents. That made Vision feel sad, another emotion he had not experienced before. Derek's parents were glad Vision had taken care of their son, but they were worried because danger often surrounded the Avengers. Thank you for taking care of Derek, Vision, Derek's dad said. Don't take this the wrong way, but is he really safe with you? What if you get attacked by a supervillain while Derek is with you? Vision, feeling even sadder and realizing that perhaps Derek's father was correct, began to float up and away to return to his lonely life. I would never let anyone or anything harm Derek. His safety is my first priority. Don't be mean, Dad. There's nothing to be afraid of, Derek said. Vision is an Avenger and a hero, but most of all, Vision is my friend. Just hearing Derek call him a friend made Vision feel good inside. He had never had a real friend before, aside from the Avengers. Derek's father relaxed and thanked Vision for keeping Derek safe. Derek's father shook Vision's hand and asked, Would you like to come to dinner with us, Vision? Seems the least we can do after you found Derek. Vision cracked a big smile. I have other matters I need to attend to, sir, but perhaps I could visit Derek tomorrow. We could go to the park together. I need to practice my skateboarding. Vision learned about friendship that day and how to have fun. Derek made a new friend and learned that just because something was different did not mean he should be afraid of it.